Draxie from the Dyspraxia system, and today I want to talk about how you can give each alter the time that they want to enjoy their hobbies. Now, of course, in order to do this, the alters do need to have something they enjoy doing, which is very difficult part. Cat, don't be annoying, please. For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna assume that alters already have things they enjoy doing, because we also aren't fully sure how to find things we enjoy doing. But some of us do have some things. So let's just assume that alters have things they enjoy doing and want to do those things. How do you go about that? Well, first of all, you need free time. No, don't. Come here. So, let's say you have about 2-3 hours each day for free time to do things that you want. Just roughly speaking, just assuming 3 hours in a day. Then how do you make it so that everyone can use those 3 hours the way they want? Are you gonna be nice this time, or are you also gonna throw over the camera? Well, it's easier with good communication with each other. No? Is obviously easier if you have good communication with each other, because then you can just ask, hey, do you feel like doing this, or do you feel like doing your thing? Then you can ask each other if they want time in the body. No matter how good your communication is, I would say try not to interact with the hobby of another alter unless you both really like it. For example, with us, Emery really likes watching Teen Wolf. That is their thing, so we all make sure we don't watch Teen Wolf for them, so that Emery can enjoy it for the first time themselves, especially since we share memories. It wouldn't be the same if we already knew what was happening because one of us watched it and then Emery watched it a second time. It wouldn't be the same for them as watching it first time themselves. Obviously, if there are more authors that like the thing, they can try to be in Kokon while enjoying it, or they can both enjoy it at different times. But just try not to take away first experiences of an author with their interests, unless you know it's okay. We're lucky with the fact that we have strong positive triggers and good communication. Even just putting on one of our interests tends to bring us forward. So if we just generally feel like doing that, we can just do that, and if it doesn't work, we'll just turn it off. But allowing each other to have time. Most of the time, the host is the one who would have trouble doing that. With us, Loki really had trouble, still struggles at times with giving us time at the front to do what we want. especially if they can also use that time with their lover. But they have gotten better at it, partly because they're running out of things to do. But it's important to know and acknowledge that each altar has the same amount of rights to be at the front as you do. And therefore you need to allow them to enjoy themselves too. They're not just there to protect you. No matter what role you have, no matter what altar you are, they're not just there to protect you. They also are allowed to enjoy themselves as much as you do. Each altar has the same amount of rights to be in the front at all times. Obviously, during certain times, it's more logical for a certain type of role altar to front than at others. But I mean, in like free time, when you're all safe, each altar has the same amount of rights to front during those times. So you can set a clear time zone when who fronts. Maybe at the start that can help being like, on this day during the first hour, altar A can front, and then the second hour altar B can front. Something like that. You can try to see if that works. But you can also just be like, okay, tomorrow I'm not gonna front during those 3 hours. Whoever wants to front can front and do your own thing. I'm not intervening. Or you can write down a question to wherever you communicate with your altars. Be like, hey, who wants to have time to do their own thing this week or tomorrow? Like, do any of you need that time? And what can I do to make sure that you get that time? And, that way you pose that question to them, and they can be like, oh no, I don't need it, or they can be like, oh yeah, I need it. If we have the opportunity, just try to use this thing to positive trigger me out, for example. That way it's up to them, and you don't decide for them by already triggering them out before knowing if they're okay with that. It just maybe try to actively see how much of that free time you spend, and during how much of it other altars front. Because obviously if you front the entire week multiple times during those 3 hours, you can see that the other altars might not like that as much. So, if you notice that, then maybe try to change it, and well, you can then start with asking if anyone even wants you to change it. And then next would be asking who would want to front them, what they would like to do, and how you can make sure that they get to front, whether that be through positive triggers, whether that be just letting them forcefully take over, you putting on their thing and hoping that they come. It really depends on how easily you can switch, how good your communication is and stuff. Maybe you'll be like, oh yeah, you want to spend time during those 3 hours trying to front during the entire day, or during an hour before we have that free time, so that you're already in the body and you can enjoy it, just try to see how that works well for you. Try to see how much time you as an altar front during your free time and how much others spend, and then try to find a fair balance. It's not bad if the host, for example, friends the majority of the time during that free time, but it's not fair if none of the other alters even have a chance at spending some free time. Like 70% of the time the host doesn't have to be a bad thing. 90, 95, 100% of the time that host friends during free time, that's not allowing your alters any time to relax. And then I would be like, hey, do any of you need time to relax? Do you want time to relax? There might be alters out there that are like, oh no, it's fine, I don't need any. But do ask if you notice that you spent like 90% of your free time at the front. Because then it's just not fair anymore. But obviously, if your alters are okay with that, then it's fine. But I would ask in that case, and then see how much time they would want, when they would want it, who would want it, and how you can try to make it so that they have that. I know not everyone has control over their switches, but if you have somewhat control, at least try it. It's okay if it doesn't work. It's okay if it doesn't work right away. But at least you show them that you care. You know, at least you give them the chance to. That way, the others won't resent you for hogging all their free time, for not giving them a chance to live as well. But yeah, I know this was a bit all over the place. First time I actually do one of these. So I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or whatever, leave them down below in the comments. If you want to follow us on social media, it's in the description. If you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when we upload a new video. We upload every Wednesday. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.